Niners taking on the Buffalo Bills.
Hello, everybody. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you take a look at the Bills entering play here. They come in off a good win on the road, and now they hit the home opener at 1-0. On the other side of the field for the visiting 49ers, they come off a good win in the opener on the road, and they get a second road game here.
Yeah, the schedule makers didn't really do them any favors, but if they can win here and get to 2-0 on the road, they could be well set up for the rest of the year.
Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports.
And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. For the Buffalo offense coming out, and it is Josh Allen who is at the helm.
I remember when he came out of Wyoming, the big question mark, could he be accurate enough to be a star in the NFL? I think it's safe to say he's put all of us in our place and put those doubts to rest. He can roll out and run it. He can bomb it over your heads. Everything in between. He is an absolute nightmare for defenses to try and prepare for. And when he's on, he's an MVP caliber player each and every time he takes the field.
An early statement on the game's first play. 18 yards and a first down. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And a good burst there, gets him 7 up to midfield.
This defense for the Niners, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
It's a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
And here are the key inactives for them in this one, and obviously, Charles, are going to be without some important names this week.
Well, hopefully those guys will be on the sidelines encouraging the guys who are going out there and helping them when they come off the sidelines during the game by giving them some tips on what they see and what they've experienced. That's true teamwork. And if you want to get to the playoffs, if you want to have a big push, you have to have that on your squad.
On first down, Allen.
That's caught by Gabriel Davis.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a first down. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen.
Diggs crossing the field and bringing it in.
And down inside the 15 he goes. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Operating from the red zone now. Allen.
Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And we're going to stop play here, at least momentarily. It looks like there is a 49er who's in some discomfort.
From the 9, 2nd and 5.
They run for the first time with James Cook.
And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Allen going to try and throw on 3rd down. Touchdown, Bills!
Gabriel Davis,
his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bills are on the board first here this afternoon. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the 4th quarter. That's when a knockout occurs.
It becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
And Allen looks like he's in some discomfort after being tackled at the end of that return. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park.
Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line, 1st and 10.
At their own 18. On play action, they'll throw. Rolling to his left.
That's caught downfield by Kittle.
And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
But give them credit for a good read right there because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. And he was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice gain.
Powers through. And he's going to have a Niners first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
And, Charles, it's not very often an elite back becomes available. They jumped on him. I think they were smart to do so.
I agree, and we hear so often about how the running back position is devalued. But when you have a chance to get one of the truly best, top of his game, you go out and get him.
Purdy to throw it on first down. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. The Niners at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1, and this would be quite a start for them if they could win 2 straight on the road.
Yeah, the schedule makers didn't do him any favors. They gave him 2 road games right out of the gate, but the thinking on the team has to be, imagine if we win these 2 games, what a setup for the rest of the season for us.
Look at this Buffalo defense.
They were excellent a week ago in that victory over the Colts.
Have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw. They ended up getting 4 sacks in the game, stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire time.
And they take him down. The Bills get to him.
Arlene McNeil, what an effort to get in there and drop it.
And every game we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
Oh, big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field.
They'll go for it. Here's Purdy.
Eluding the pressure right.
Oh, what was he thinking there? It's easily intercepted.
Tre'Davious White with a play.
And the Bears are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
So after the INT, it's Allen. And Diggs has it. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 49ers 46-yard line.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control of the football as they've got it 2nd down and 12. Here's Allen to throw it.
That pass complete to Deontay Hardy.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 30.
Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10.
Now Allen. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
And we're going to stop play here, at least momentarily. It looks like there is a 49er who's in some discomfort.
We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Allen. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on first down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
On for the field goal. A 52-yard attempt.
The kick by Bass is good. And the Bills will add on to their lead. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you get the ball up, what's the first thing the coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their second drive. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
Tre'Davious White with a pick. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
But I think this will... because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Allen going to throw. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's second down. Up the middle, it's Cook. Just a yard on the gain there, and that leaves him with 14 yards still to go on third down.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown.
Deontay Hardy.
A 22-yard touchdown grab. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead.
Well, this offensive unit, yeah, they were solid in the opening week victory, and now they are looking just as sharp here in week 2.
And that's exactly what you want, too, because you want to get better each and every week and really ramp up as the season goes on. I know it's still early in the season and a lot can happen, but this offense, they look like they're going to be fun to watch each and every time out.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
And San Francisco gets set to go here.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
2nd and 10. Running right, it's Pollard. Across midfield. And he will finally be tracked down at the Bills' 37-yard line. A brief pause in the action here as they tend to an injury. That's George Kittle shaken up on that last play.
We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Micah Hyde.
And the Bills will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
The CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one that he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They'll run with a former member of the Crimson Tide, Damian Harris. Excellent job pushing through tacklers that time to pick up 6.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or did they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Now Allen. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have the Bills first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. Throwing now is Allen. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
That's the first time he's called his own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the results. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain. To me, he was determined to come through with a big message to a defense that slept on him in the pocket.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. On 2nd down, here's Allen. Setting up the screen for Cook. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
With all the success they've had throwing the football as a pass rusher, you know you've got to come hard when you see him drop back to throw. So I really like this call to counteract that pass rush with a screen. It turns into positive yardage. A lot of times the offense says, just replace the rusher with the ball, and it turns into a good play.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Now Allen again. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Now a 2nd and 10. Allen now looks to throw. It's complete to Diggs. And they're going to have a first down, and they're in field goal range as well as they're down inside the 20.
Harvey sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go, and let's see who's faster.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. To the air, Allen. Hardy's got it on the out route. Just a gain of a couple there, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is a receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
The way he's been slinging it in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess he's going to have to wait to try and pick up that 3rd, isn't he?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a second, but you're right, not to be. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. And again, it's Allen. Escaping the pressure right. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Touchdown! Deontay Hardy, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. Continue to pull away here in this first half. The extra point by Bass, up and good. And the rout is on here in this first half. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
corral him. He fights through. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. And the Niners ready to go on offense for the final time of this first half.
And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Here's Purdy on 1st and 10.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this one is incomplete.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. Purdy now to throw. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest with a guy with that type of speed. You do so. Send him deep. Try to throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Purdy off the play fake.
Steps away. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Teron Johnson able to pick it. And he is going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown.
An excellent play there, CD, on the pick six. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick six.
Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And the route is on here in this first half.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. So we've reached halftime. Sorry, Coach, put a pin in that. We are going to move right on to the third quarter here.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Brock Purdy and the 49ers out for their next possession.
And that first half was nothing short of a disaster. 0 points on the scoreboard and a big 3 in the INT column.
So they've got to get him going, obviously, right? So you've got to get him in rhythm. And we always think of short passes. I think of jet sweeps where they just kind of toss the ball forward. You know, that counts as a forward pass. And then you can say to him, look at that. You completed 3, 4, 5 in a row. Now you've got to get your confidence going.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Pollard going to try the right side. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting him to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
65 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. Throwing here, Purdy. Swinging this out for Pollard.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park.
Here now, a 3rd down and 8. Purdy looking to throw.
Taking a shot for Samuel. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown 49ers. Deebo Samuel, his first touchdown here of the new campaign.
And the Niners get a bit closer.
Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. That's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long,
Backyard.
man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
Moody good with the extra point.
And the lead is down to 24.
Here is Wishnowski to boot it away following the touchdown.
And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half.
They were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You could say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying,
oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner.
And into the end zone. A pick six for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Well, dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return for a touchdown.
your vocabulary, sir, well done.
Now Moody for the PAT.
It's up and good, and that'll make our score 31-14 now. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here.
Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground.
That's to about the 28. Second down coming up.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. To throw, it's Allen. Little pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that's well executed there on third down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Second down and 3.
Allen to throw once more.
And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line.
14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs.
This offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Allen.
And down he goes. The 49ers get there.
And we're going to stop play here, at least momentarily. It looks like there is a 49er who's in some discomfort.
We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park.
On 2nd down, here's the option.
4 yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a 3rd down.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now.
On 3rd and long, it's Allen.
Allen hit. He lost the football. And now this is scooped up. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will bring this one back. It's a fumble return for the 49er touchdown. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. And you know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
Moody good with the extra point.
And the lead is trimmed down to 10. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here.
This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score.
They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They'll try the middle with Cook. A nice little juke. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Here's Allen. And he will find Davis. That's complete. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Back now in Buffalo. It's the Bills with a lead and the football here to begin the 4th quarter.
From just shy of midfield, here's 2nd down and a yard. And meanwhile, Allen's throw here taken in by Knox.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 36. 15 yards that time and a Buffalo first.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Cook up the gut. There he goes left side. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
And we're going to stop play here, at least momentarily. It looks like there is a 49er who's in some discomfort.
We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Touchdown, Bills! Stephon Diggs with career touchdown number 70.
And the Bills are on their way to a 2-0 start. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack the defense and take them out of the game.
Here's Bass now for the extra point.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So that drive, 6 plays, 75 yards.
And it's finished off by the touchdown by Stefon Diggs. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. The Niners set to take over on offense. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Purdy to throw it on first down.
This one caught by Kittle. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. That's good for 28 yards.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
That's dumped off to Pollard.
Touchdown! Tony Pollard, a 1-yard touchdown reception.
And the Niners have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Well, they needed 3 scores to have any chance. And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs. And I think they're going to at least take a look at this. Is this a touchdown? That's the question. CD, what are they looking for here?
You just need any part of the football to break the plane. You don't need the whole football. It doesn't need to go over the entire white line. It's just that front part of the white line. And if you draw an imaginary plane going straight up, that's what they need to cross.
And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Tony Pollard there to make the grab.
And the 49ers are able to cut into that deficit. Moody good with the extra point.
And the lead is trimmed down to 10. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it's polished off by a touchdown for San Francisco.
Here is Wishnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here.
And, you know, they're still very much in the driver's seat, but this second half, this offense has not looked as crisp as the first half, and now with a touchdown that just happened against them, I don't know, things are a little more interesting right now.
And so often in games, we talk about a defense picking up for their offense. I think in this case, this offense needs to pick up for their defense. Let them get some rest on the sidelines now, since they just gave up a score. And as you noted, they need to get that Christmas back from the first half. They need a big drive here.
Fighting through, and he's got space. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
56 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Now a first down carry for Harris.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one 28 yards on the ground. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line.
To about the 26 here.
So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 7.
They run it again with Cook.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Running for it, here's Cook.
And he will have a Bills 1st down, and that should be that.
That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Allen down to a knee, and that should just about do it.
Well, Brandon, they're getting to 2-0, and this time they're able to take a knee at the end and secure the victory.
Preseason, coach said their goal, they obviously want to win everything. He said, I think we can get off to a 3-0 start. Well, here they are looking at 2-0 right now.
Well, things started off exciting. This one had a high-scoring first half, and nobody let their foot off.